Hello, welcome. This is Paula from Crafting Your Memories with Paula. I'm coming to you today just to give you a quick tip, and this is something that I have absolutely loved about the Stampin' Up range, and it is just a really sneaky way of getting artistically created coloured pieces without doing any of the effort. So what that is that when you look at some of these more decorative paper ranges, like this one here, To Market, and it's got some very featured papers, you will often find that the die cuts match the paper. And what that means is that you don't have to just cut out the die cuts, stamp them and do your own colouring. You can go to the paper itself, and let's just find some here. I've got the actual paper here. You can have a look at the paper, and when there's these big icons, you can say, hey, look, we've got some die cuts here. These are going to fit really nicely on our paper. So if I grab the die cuts for the To Market, we have got a whole heap of ones that are just going to fit beautifully over the top of some of our, which one's that? That's a smaller one. Where is it? There he is. The little onion. Got the lettuce, we've got the radishes. See how nicely they fit over here. So we can just easily cut them out and have perfectly coloured in little icons to use in our embellishment clusters. So this particular paper here, I love it for that reason. It might be that vegetables aren't your thing, but look on the other side, we have got some really pretty patterns in this paper. In fact, I haven't got much left because I've used the whole lot. You can see here, there's a lovely wood grain in there that goes with everything nicely. Where's another piece? This piece has been cut up a bit. It's got some really fun bags on one side, but then a gorgeous purple plaid on the other side. So although this is a themed paper range with themed dies, you can actually get a whole heap of generic beautiful patterns out of it too. So let's just have a look at how I have used these dies and paper together. So recently I had a retreat, and the retreat's theme was a country market, which is pretty ideal. So I grabbed this paper that had that feel, this vibe of vegetables and other things to do with country market, and I put together a couple of little pieces that the retreat goers were able to use to decorate their pages with. So I had a little gift box, and in there I had this lovely piece, and I actually managed to get, I don't know if I've got that paper left, I haven't, but there was a piece of paper in the range that's got all lots of bunches of flowers, so I just fussy cut those ones out to make a pretty tag. And then on this side they made this little tag, and this is putting together some of those cutouts. So let's just put one of these together really quickly and easily so you can see how it is done and just what the feature is all about. So I have got a pre-made little tag here with a bit of splotching on it. I've just simply put some ink on the side of my glass mat, sprayed it a little bit with some water, and then tipped this over and smooshed it, is what I call it, smooshed it around, and just got this lovely watercolor effect. It just gives a nice little backdrop. Now in this range, in our little dies, we have got this fun little die here which creates a little bag in its own right. I might just cut it out on the lighter side. So as you can see, I'm using my very fun little mini cutter. This is a new product for me, but it's been around a little while with Stampin' Up, and everybody that has one would not be without it. It's just so handy. You can pull it onto your desk, do your little cut while you're here, and then just carry on working. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it cuts everything up to 3.5 inches wide, which is pretty cool. Now I'll just grab my little tool, and we'll just get rid of all those little bits and pieces that are in there, and let's just get our little piece out as well. Oh yes, I have got the right one on the end of here. These are all interchangeable, and I do interchange them a little bit, but here we go, there's my pokey tool. So we've got a very cool little mesh shopping bag that's ready to go. Now let's do our next bit of die cutting. So I'll grab out some of those bits and pieces that we can use for cutting out the cute little vegetables. Oh, one more little piece left over. Get rid of that. So I just fussy cut out a few different pieces so that I've got them ready to go for us. We can actually probably put them all through at once, although I will need a bit of washi to keep them still. So let's just take a look at what we've got. We've got our lettuce, and we've got our tomatoes. I think we can die cut those at the same time. Let's have a look. Pretty good. Just tie that up a little bit more. Pop a little bit of washi tape over. tidy that one up slightly there too. And that one's going to run through nicely. Now we've got our little onion sitting over here. And our carrots. I love the carrots. They're just gorgeous. A little bunch of them. So again, we'll put a little bit of washi tape to keep that still. Seeing as we're doing a bunch at once. It's a little bit easier to keep them still like that. And then we've got our gorgeous little radish over here. So all of these would have taken a little bit of time to colour in. But it's been done for me, which I always love. A little hack. Always a bit fun to do that. So now we'll pop our top mat on top. Run this whole bunch through. And we're gathering all our veggies. And let's pop those ones out too. So we've got little radish. See, doesn't it look gorgeous? Without any effort on my part. I love that. So we've got that, we've got our carrots. And the last couple. Got our cute little lettuce and our cute little tomatoes. Very, very awesome. I love how easy that is to create a fun little set of embellishments that we can now use. Now I better not throw out the actual dies, just check I've got them all there. Right, so the next stage for this, pop that one over here, is to just cut out a little bag. So if you recall, I had a little piece that had some pieces cut out. But I just want to have a little bag or basket to work with. So, just grab some scissors. These are not my best ones for fussy cutting, but they were handy, so we'll give those a go. Cut this out. The barrel is quite a fun one. You can just imagine being at a market with barrels full of different vegetables. Who goes to a Saturday or Sunday market? Farmers markets are all over the country. Great way to get some fresh produce and just a few slightly different things. Nice flavours, definitely, when it's fresh. So I'm just going to raise up my basket so it's got a little bit of dimension to pop these other cute little veggies in. Do a piece down the bottom too. Pop that one on, and I might just, before I pop it on, grab a little bit of glue and get this cute little bag also tucked onto my tag. I think this is such a lovely background piece, this little bag. And I wonder if we could make it something different. I love looking at dies and thinking how they could be used differently. So I'll pop that one down first. Make sure it's all sticking. Pop our little shopping basket over here, a barrel. And now all we need to do is tuck our veggies in. So some of them might be a bit further back, and I could pull some a bit closer in. So let's just pop a little bit of tape runner behind. And that's kind of sweet. And then we might pop in there. I'm sort of just taking the larger ones first. We could go either way with this, but I do quite like that greenery. So let's just have the greenery popping up. Have some tomatoes near the front, and this is what I could start popping up, but just for, oh, actually I think I might pop them up. It's going to look a bit better popped up. Here we go, put a little bit of dimensionals on the back. Get our tomatoes tucking out. In fact, we can have that one coming out a little bit like this. It looks fun. We'll tuck a tiny bit of foam tape on this one too, so that we can might still tuck them in like that, and then I'll just add a little bit of glue behind that one. You can just fill in that space. Cute. So there you go. There's a little bunch of veggies, and I didn't have to do any of the colouring, and it's so quick and easy just using the papers and cutting out the pieces you want. So let's have a look at a few others that do this too. I haven't actually got the paper for this next one, but I can give you the idea of how it works. This next one is an online only product, but it's been extremely popular, and it's called the Latte Love. So the paper pack itself has all been used up. I don't have any left to show you, but in the stamp set we've got these teacups that have got, and coffee cups that you've got little pieces you can stamp on top. In the die cut we've got cafeteria options, things to make a filter plunger coffee, those sorts of things, all standalone dies. But we've also got this shape and this shape that cut out the coffee mugs and the open teacup, so looking down coffee mugs from the paper itself. So the effect you get is to have the teacup that's actually just been cut from paper on top on that one. And then in this one here, this has got a little bit of the paper showing and some stamping. But again, the coffee mugs can just be cut out using your dies from the paper itself. And that just adds a really classy effect, classy finish. And that has been a really popular paper pack for that reason. You could just do some really fun art with it. Now, one more I'm going to show you today is actually a bit of a sneak peek. But I thought it was worth showing you because it really shows off how beautiful the die cuts match our papers. So this one is coming as an online only product for us all next month in July, and it is something that is going to work very well for those that love to be well and truly organized ahead of time, because it has got a slight Christmas theme. So if you're a Christmas guru, you love Christmas, you're going to love this range. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek, just opening it all up. You can see it's lots of greens and lots of golds, and it is beautifully shiny and shimmery. The other sides still got some of those colors, but you've got a bit less shimmer and shine. So you've got a really good range in this set itself. But what is awesome about this set is there are some of these feature pieces that just work beautifully with the die cuts. So I'm showing you just some of the bits of this range at the moment. You'll see the rest as it all comes out next month. But this die cut set's got 4 standalone dies that you just cut out your cardstock. And look at all that I've created just really quickly with all my scraps of greens. I've got these beautifully decorated, and I've all got a bit of detail on them. Different shapes of foliage. Very Christmassy, spriggy feels on some of them. Some of them are just really delightfully soft. So that was just using some old bits of green cardstock I had. But the second pack has got all the ones that match nicely with our paper. So we've got some of those ones there. That's that sort of a style one there. And that's that sort of a style one there. So you can cut out these gorgeous gold foiled pieces to be embellishments on your projects. Isn't that going to be fabulous? And what's more, this set also comes with a little vellum set as well. So we've got some vellum pieces, 3 different designs, all vellum. And once again, we can use our little die cuts to be cutting out the vellum leaves. So we can make our little clusters of leaves and foliage from the stunning pieces of paper that are included in the designer series paper. So having a look at some of those, here's some of them pre-cut out. Look at how beautiful they are. These are all the vellum versions. Really lovely. And in the paper itself, you can even cut out some of the bells, which is kind of cute. Got weddings or Christmassy seasons coming up, but those are stunning, and that is such a good use of paper that matches with the die cut with all that beautiful gold glitter through it. So I just had to show you that. So a couple of quick projects. They're not quite complete because they're just the card fronts. They haven't actually been put onto a card yet, but you can just see how beautiful it plays out. See some of those vellums pre-cut out, some of the die cuts just on pieces of cardstock. Aren't they stunning? The little bell cut out as well. This one here, put in a bit of the vellum up the top and the sparkly paper. And again, some more of the vellum leaves tucked under. And just a tiny bit of sparkle coming through on the outside piece of that card front. So there you go. That's my little tip of the day. Take a little look when you're looking through the catalogue at the paper and see if there's some matching dies that will cut out some of the elements, because it saves you time and it looks so professional. Hope you enjoyed that tip and enjoy searching through that catalogue for some more examples. Have a fabulous day. Bye.